All right, here we go. Welcome back to Under the Twin Suns. Scruffy Womperyan Cantina. You know the rest. Blah blah blah. Back with Ruben and Steve, the men.
What's up?
Hello.
So let's talk about gimmicks. So I've been building a lot of commander decks. I was talking to Steve. It's actually kind of gotten to be a problem. I need to start selling some of them. Um, but in commander, there's a lot easier ways to build gimmick decks, just because there's I think it's like 15,000 cards. I could be wrong. Editor Cole will put how many magic cards exist. But that doesn't mean that gimmick ideas can't exist in SWU. So I've had a couple. Mandalorians is really fun, but now that we're at the 80 card deck limit, it's hard to make work because there's not enough units with that tag. But another one that I've been kicking around the idea of is a deck of all weekly play cards. Because now we've got 5 full sets, all with weekly plays, of about 20, and if you count the foils, 40 different cards from each set. I think you can build a deck with that. I haven't tried yet because I haven't taken the time to put it together, but I think there's enough cards to do that. So that would be my gimmick. Maybe all weekly play or all alt arts. If you include all alt arts, that like any kind of different art that's not the normal or hyperspace, I think you could make a full deck. And it could be decent.
That'd be funny.
Yeah, like a blinged out
well,
deck. This might be my new
I'm
objective.
playing this out of aspect. Oh, I'm playing this out of aspect. But
right,
you know
yeah,
what?
no,
I'm
it might
playing
have to be that way. Yeah.
That's funny. That's great. I love that.
What about you guys? What would your gimmick decks be?
The only gimmick thing I would say for me is just I wouldn't say it's gimmick. I want to just play a Twin Suns deck with only and you kind of talked about it. Just if my deck, if a card is not a foil, I can't put it in my deck.
Oh, you want
Like
a
I
bling
want to
deck?
run it.
Yeah, you want a
I
bling
want to
deck.
bling it out. Like I
Yeah.
want my deck to blind my opponents.
That's
Maybe
how
give
you
me an
win, I've heard.
advantage somehow. So, yeah. So that would be my goal. Is I think that's funny. I think just making a deck that is just all foil, if I can help it, hyperspace or foil, just as one of my gimmicks.
Any
I was
thoughts,
thinking
Steve?
about like a xenophobia deck where it's
All aliens.
like only aliens. Like you can only play cards that have art with aliens on them. Or you could do one that was like only facial hair. You can only play cards. And there might not be enough. I haven't done the research on it, but I know in Magic you can do it. Maybe one day we can get enough Rikens and enough you know, uh, admirals that have wheat dashes. Um, and you can do like sibling rivalry type decks where it's like you can only play out of you can only play with characters that are out of the same bloodline, like the
Oh, yeah, that's
Skywalker
possible.
bloodline or the Solo bloodline. You
Whoa,
could probably do some
that's deep, man. That's
cool.
jeez.
Well, I mean, we keep getting
I'd
a
have to read
new.
up
Yeah,
and learn more about the
Well,
Star
the
Wars
other
lore
thing
if I
is,
do
what
that.
Steve is saying is 100% possible because every time we get a card, they reprint that card as a different. Okay, I sound crazy. We have what, 4 Lukes? 3.
oh yeah.
And 3
Right.
Anakins. So my point is, you might get to the point where you can have an all deck of frickin' Han Solo and Chewies. Like
Yep.
you
All
actually might
Han.
be able to at one point. Like all Millennium Falcons, Hans, and Chewies.
You could do like they have to be wearing a hat of some kind.
Mm-hmm. Or they have to be from the
That
same
would
movie or
be
show.
Oh yeah, you could
They
do that.
all these
That
cards
would be
had to interact at some point. Like if you did like a Grand Army of the Republic card or deck. But yeah, let us know below what you think and tell us what types of decks we should try out. Ruben, I believe you have a meme for us.
Yeah, it's a little broad, but I just thought about just making a deck of just all units, but not having any upgrades, and not having any events unless they allow you to draw more
Ooh,
cards.
I like drawing cards.
That is the only stipulation of cards that I could actually add to the deck. So I was thinking, okay, this would be just a pure unit beatdown. If you got 80 cards in your deck, how many of these cards can you make that'll help you draw cards, but nothing like no removal, nothing. You're just going to be beating them with your units, and that's about it. So I figured if every turn you play 1 to 2 units and just find ways to build your hand, that'd be a fun way to try it. So I thought, maybe I'll just go with maybe Krennic and Grand Inquisitor, the red version, and possibly run green or yellow just to get some card draw. Basically, turn one, you play a 1 to 2 cost unit with grit, ping it with Grand Inquisitor, attack someone who looked at you funny, and that's it. You're just trying to build up the aggressiveness, let people know that you're not here to make friends. And then turn two comes around, you play a 2 or 3 cost draw a card event. To really piss people off, you could play no bargain, which everyone discards a card and you draw one. So
Yeah.
again, you are making friends quickly. And then turn three, moving on, you keep bringing in units, keep trying to find ways to refill your hand. Just play loose and aggressive. That's it. Just make your units work for you. Like they're while everyone else is playing upgrades and playing events, you're putting out dudes. So that's just my thought. That's my meme.
I like that. Just a lot of units. It keeps it simple too. Like you don't have to think about
That's
synergy.
right.
You're just
Don't think about it. Just
good
put a
stuff.
card down. Put a card down.
Turn
And
card
play
sideway
in-
win.
Turn them side. Yeah, I like it.
Especially with GI and grit. Like that's just a gross
You
combo.
can own that.
and Krennic gives them the extra damage,
And
right?
the plus
So
one. Yep, and the plus one
Yep.
attacks that are damaged.
I'm
Yep.
just gonna be aggressive.
That's kind of a cool pairing. I hadn't thought about that. The fact that
I
they
have
kind of work off each other. It's pretty cool.
I have a friend who really likes to run this deck, and he has like a really high win percentage in his Twin Suns games because it's so good. But yeah, let's move on to our main topics. Do you guys want to talk about some of your favorite Twin Suns story? I can go first. So I remember one game we were playing, and I'm pretty sure it's recorded and it's on this channel. And I had just dropped a bunch of big units. I can't remember exactly what they were, but they were big, and I was about to start doing some fun things. I was going to win the game that turn. That's all I remember. And then Steve played an evacuate. And my
I
whole
knew you were gonna say that.
plan shattered before my eyes. So I thought that was really fun to show. There's not a lot of board wipes in SWU. Like
I think I remember that story so well because I think Steve messaged
he
me.
did. He messaged you
said-
to tell
Yeah,
you not to play
we
your
had
six drop.
just we had just like teamed up, and I was thinking like,
Oh my
just
god.
teamed up with him. I'm about to screw him over with this one. Let me send him a message real quick so he knows it's coming.
Yeah, that was one of my favorite memories, just because you don't see a lot of board wipes in SWU, and once you can see one
Right.
success, like there's that, there's Super Laser Blast. I
Yeah,
guess
I don't think
Overwhelming
I've ever
Barrage,
played-
kind of.
I don't think I've ever played Super Laser Blast in Twin Suns.
No, I can't say I have either, but I'm just saying, like in
I don't
theory,
think-
it exists.
yeah, that's wild. I just remember that I just remember you. You were
I
just
was
like,
so mad.
okay, cool. That's
Oh, well,
cool.
I was just so disappointed. I was just like, okay, word, yeah. I didn't want to play my hand
Cool.
anyway.
I mean, it's all in your hand now.
You're
I mean,
right.
You'll be able to
You're
play
right.
it.
I'll play it
It was at
again
the-
for even more fun.
Didn't kill it. I was letting you have more fun. playing
You're
more
right.
cards.
You let me
Oh,
play it
man.
again, having fun twice. You wanted me to get my enter the battlefield triggers again.
Yeah.
But so that's
Um,
probably my favorite, like, specific play. But I will say the Chaos Draft Twin Suns was super fun. I would tweak the rules next time because there's a couple changes I would have made. Looking back, of course, we didn't know at the time. But I would say that's another one of my favorite memories. Just being able to draft cards and then build a Twin Suns deck was kind of fun. Not kind of, was fun. Super fun.
Yeah, that was a lot of fun.
Steve, how about you?
As far as like Twin Sun stories, I think it's the Jonathan comeback. I think it's a
Ooh,
short on
yeah.
this channel. It was like I don't remember a whole lot about the game, but I do remember we were all beating up each other. Jonathan had very little going on. I think he was taking some hits, and just out of nowhere, just one turn, he just like started playing guys, stacking them off, playing bigger guys, stacking them off, playing even bigger, and he got like a door out at one point, and then he swung in. It was nuts. It was like the craziest magical Christmas land that you've ever seen type scenario. And I remember just being like, even rewatching it, I'm like, how did this happen?
Just everything, the
I
stars aligned.
um, I, I I I feel like eventually SWU is going to get to the point where they get more alternate win conditions,
Yeah, I would like to
and
see that too.
I'm just waiting for them to get the one because they clearly are taking inspiration from other card games, and there's one that Magic does a lot where it's like you win the game or your target opponent loses the game, and they have a lot of these kind of effects in Magic, and I'm waiting for SWU to get one. Because I have a multiplayer story where I was playing Commander and I put Door to Nothingness in my deck because in theory you would think it would be like a good strategy in a multiplayer game to have a card that says target opponent loses the game because you could have this out and just threaten to kill somebody at any point. You always have it. You just hold it up. uh, in theory, it works. In practice, I learned something about multiplayer games, and that having those kind of cards in your deck is awful. It creates like some of the worst positions you can put
Yeah.
yourself in, because you essentially end up being that little kid in the closet who found dad's gun, and you're just kind of sitting back there pointing it at everybody the entire game. Everybody hates you. Uh, and so I had a game like that once where I sat literally for about an hour with the door to nothingness open, all my mana ready to kill someone, and could not do it because if I had killed somebody, I would have immediately been killed on the backswing. So literally just holding up dad's gun that I found the entire time. It's awesome feeling. But I feel like if SWU ever does come out with something like that, uh, I'm probably gonna say don't put it in Twin Suns for that reason. Just creates some like pretty bad feels.
Yeah, that's the thing about and we just played Commander. What was it? Earlier this week,
Yeah.
and Logan was playing this deck that
Oh,
was
that
just
was
like, okay,
ridiculous.
can we play now? Can we play now?
He had token
But
doublers and just
see, that's the thing is like with Commander, uh,
the
I
power
don't know.
scale is much
May,
different.
maybe it's a pod thing, but like if you're running counter spells, man, it's like really why? You know, just let things happen. I mean, it's only going to be the board state is only going to last for so long. But yeah, kind of like that with SWU. That's what I love about in SWU is that in Twin Suns, when you're playing a game, when someone goes out, at least you know that it's not going to be long before you play another game. And just watching
Yeah.
the game played for that Commander game was just like, oh, will this ever end?
Yeah, it is
You know?
painful sometimes playing Commander. I'm not gonna lie.
That was the only painful game I've ever played with you, Cole. So just want you to know that that was the only
Well,
painful
I
game.
appreciate you lying.
All no, no, all the other games have been great. All other games have been fun. Just I was like, Logan, get out of here with this crazy stuff you got going on. But my favorite twin son story, uh, and Cole, you kind of talked about it too. That chaos draft was pretty sweet. That was a lot of fun. I think it's one of many, but the one that we had when we went to the sector qualifiers here in Richmond, sector qualifiers, yeah. When was it a Wrong Longy? I think that's how you say his last name. He was the one, we were playing Twin Sons with him, and if you beat him, you get like a prize or something along that line. That meme that I did with that moisture farmer that
Yeah.
everyone was just. I've never seen my moisture farmer so buff, but also be targeted so much. I literally each time like it took like two or three turns for them to take out the moisture farmer, but they were all focusing on it, and I thought that was pretty great. I ended up winning the game because I was running Ray and Obi-Wan, but that's just it was really cool because I ended up getting that prizes for doing that for winning against him. So I thought that was probably one of my favorite ones because I've never thought that my moisture farmer would be so
So swole.
impactful into a game. So it was so that would be one of my favorite stories.
That days. That was a lot of fun. Those
Yeah.
pods were great. I know my game with Ron was not as epic as that. I didn't have any super swole Rambo moisture farmers, but I did have it was a three-way game with me and Ron, and it was a new player, and Ron expertly uh, uh, pitted him and the other player versus me, and was just cleaning my clock, and I was managed to somehow win that game. It was definitely tough 2-on-1.
Yeah, when you get ganged up in Twin Suns, it's rough.
It is
That
very
remember that
rough.
remember that game? Was it? I think Steve, you and I were playing with Dante, and he was just like just
He was just
killing
beating
you
you.
no matter what. I was
Forget
like,
about
okay, well, this will be a quick game.
that. Sometimes like your previous games bleed into your next games. Like a lot of
Yeah,
times,
Yep.
like I'll get
yeah.
you win
100%.
Tyler was
previously.
tacking me playing. Tyler was tacking me playing Commander, and he was like, "This is all because all the Twin Suns games."
Yeah,
are
I'd
all
lie
this.
if I said I didn't hold grudges.
Literally, one of Logan's friends calls me uh put your health at 10 guy or something. He has a name for it, but it's because I played a Sphinx versus them in Commander one time that put his life total to 10.
Hmm.
And so I'm just that guy, and it just leads into every game we play now. Is oh yeah, I gotta kill Steve first. He put my health to 10 that one time.
That one time. Speaking of listening, to our listener, if you guys have any questions for us, just drop it below in the comments, and we'll start a new segment called Listener Questions, as well as Roast My Deck. If you think our decks suck, tell us why. How would you do it better?
Put your lists in. I want to roast
Yeah, I
somebody
want to hear
else's.
their lists. I want to hear their crazy
Yeah,
stuff. Give us your memes too. Give us anything.
Yeah.
Like, interact. We appreciate it. Do you guys want to hear a little bit about some of the market conditions?
Yeah, man. I need to see how I'm gonna pay my bills this week. Let's go.
So for Star Wars, we haven't seen a lot of changes this week because obviously last week was the big changes with Galactics and whatnot. We had all those price changes that were just insane. And as we predicted, most of what we said last week is still true, but there's been a couple changes. So Force Lightning has slowly but surely been coming down over the last week. So as we all know, it was at about a $30 price tag after Galactics. It's down to about 24 now. I still think that's a little high. I think it's probably a $15 card. We'll see. But yeah, it's not a bad point for it to be at. General's Blade has found its home at about $10. I know we had been talking about this card for a while. I know at one point it was up to 15. At one point it was as low as 75 cents. I truly think that $10 is a good place for it to stay until upgrade hate becomes a thing again. Like right now, we're still seeing a lot of decks running upgrades, specifically Kylo. But this doesn't have to do with that. I'm just bringing that one up specifically. But once we start seeing Waylay, Confiscate, other things become more relevant again, or maybe we won't, upgrades will drop in price. But we'll see. Constructed Lightsaber is now at the lowest price it's been since pre-release, at $18, which that's still the big hit because obviously it works well on everybody, in every color. This is the one that we talked about last week. Do you guys remember Lone Pike was like $12?
yeah.
Yeah, it's like 5 now, and I think that's where it should stay. I think it's a very okay card. Like I think it works well with Vader. And another deck that I've seen it being popped up in a lot is, I don't know if you guys have seen this one. There's a there's a popular Gar Saxon list going around right now, where the point of that list is every unit on that list is shielded. So it automatically comes in with the upgrade. It's interesting.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, it's interesting. Like, it's not great. It's not awful. I kind of find it fun. But yeah, the Lone Pike is used in that, and then it's obviously used with the Vader combo. Grogu from Legends of the Force has dropped below $10 at $8 now, which is not a bad point to pick it up. I don't run it personally, but I think it's a really good card. Adi Gallia has dropped to $5.50 for a standard, which is the lowest it's been since pre-release. Same for Yaddle. If you don't have copies of those, it's not a bad time to pick those up. Sabine's Masterpiece has actually been on a little bit of a tear. It's up to $11. It was at $8 for a while. Now it's at $11.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Just a good card. It works well with all colors. Like you can get an experience token, you get a resource, you do some damage, you do something fun, right? And it's got the pretty factor. I think it's a pretty card.
Oh yeah.
And then we've got Yoda's Saber, which is slowly but surely climbing up to the valuable rares. It's at 250. I love this card. I've been running it in my Obi-Wan deck. It has saved me so many times. It's so good. Obviously, if you're not running the Force, it's not. But if you're running a Force deck and you're constantly able to have the Force, it's great for that heal.
Oh yeah, it's included in my Avar list as well. Like just being able to heal and buff something.
Yep.
On a heal.
Yeah, because you get a +3/+1 and you get to heal your base. And in theory, if you also have the Yoda 8 drop out, you also get to do the Yoda board attack. Or not board attack, the Yoda force attack. Yeah, just crazy.
Combo.
Yeah. Okay, so weirdly, for my buys of the week this week for SWU, I'm actually going to say buy a Spark box if you want to open a box. They're at $100 again, and frankly, I think that's easy to get your money back on. There's just so many good hits in Spark boxes. And then another one is, this is my other one. I have 3 of these. I've been sitting on them. I think it's going to be a really good card eventually. Darth Malak. And my reasoning behind that is I really think eventually we'll have that Revan is either going to have a resurgence where it's actually relevant, or there will be another villain leader who will be relevant. I just think Malak is such a solid 5-drop that it's worth
really good.
Especially
it's
at $6.
Really good.
Yeah. So those are my buys of the week. Yeah.
Malak is $6.
Yeah, $6.
That's not bad.
No, not at all. So those are my pickups. If you want to open something sealed, get a Spark box. If you need some singles, get you some Malaks. So for Magic the Gathering, Edge of Eternities is still relatively recent, so I thought you guys might want to hear what some of the big hits you're looking for are. I opened one of these this week, the Tezzeret Cruel Captain. It's a really cool artifact legendary planeswalker. It's going for 27. Ancient Tomb, which is just a amazing land that lets you basically just tap for 2 on your first turn. Is going for 88 in the borderless art. It's really cool. It's been what I've been chasing. I've got a couple more packs I'm going to open, and then I'm just going to straight up buy one. Icetail Explorer, I opened one of these as well. It lets you play a second land on your turn, which is really cool. It's going for $24. Uthros, the Titanic God Core. It's a land that can also do board clears. It's going for 18. Ouroborid, I don't remember what that is, I'm going to be honest, but it's going for 17. Exalted Sunborn, I know that has something to do with lifelink and something cool there. It's going for 19. The Waking Haven Avendo, I think that's a land planet, going for 20. The Sliver... Oh, I'm sorry?
I said land planet.
Yeah, so the way that these work is they're interesting. So as you guys may or may not be aware, the Edge of Eternities was the space set for Magic the Gathering, so they have a bunch of space stations coming in and lands. Or planets, excuse me. So the way that a land planet works is... So I was using one earlier tonight, so I'm going to use it as an example. Caveron, the Memorial World, it's just a regular taps for red, right? But then you can use what's called stationing, where you tap your creatures to put counters onto your lands. And once you get to a certain amount of counters, your land unlocks a second ability. So it's interesting. The Sliver Overlord Showcase is going for 45. I really, really want that card. It's really cool.
Ooh, Sliver.
Yeah, I want it for my binder. Not even to play it, just because it's just
What does it do?
Oh, I think it does like a bunch of like really like
Gives all your slivers fun.
I think you just win. I'm pretty sure you just win. Here, hold up. Let me pull it up.
Makes sense.
We're running ahead
I
on time.
remember.
Anyway.
No, one of them gives them indestructible.
Yeah, here it is. Sliver Overlord. For 3, you search your library for a Sliver card, reveal that card, and put it into your hand, then shuffle your library. And for 3, you also gain control of a target Sliver. And it's a 7/7 for 1 of everything.
Wow. Seems fun.
Yeah. I want it just because it's got a really cartoony print. And I think it looks fun. So the Spider-Man play boxes are 200. Ha! This is fun. Avatar: The Last Airbender dropped their first things last night on Amazon. Yeah, how much do you think the collector boxes are reselling for already?
Uh, don't tell me.
1,000.
Uh,
Yeah, 1,000.
wow.
Yeah. They were 400 last night on Amazon, now they're 1,000. Cool, right?
Wow.
So,
So
here's my suggestions for the next couple sets of Magic. Spider-Man, I'm not gonna be doing Spider-Man. If you can find boxes for under TCG player, I would buy it to hold it or to resell it. I would not be opening these. For Avatar, I am gonna open because there's some really cool Avatar stuff coming. I'm gonna get some play boxes, maybe a collector box if I can find one for 500, but we'll see. My suggestion is just spend what you're willing and comfortable, and play boxes are the way to go normally. Pokemon, a couple updates here. The Bubble Mew is now a $500 card. Kept me up last night when I thought about how I could have had one for $100. That's not costing me sleep this week. The Zekrom EX Black Bolt hit 370, and then the Reshiram EX, which is its White Flare counterpart, is 420. The Stained Glass Birds, which is the card that has Zapdos, Articuno, and oh my god, I can do this. I can't do this. I can't remember the Firebird's name. Moltres. Yes, I can. Moltres. So those are $100 now, and then the Lovebirds card, which is the Latios Latias secret rare, is now a $2,000 card. But yeah, that's the
Wow,
market
that's
report.
that's wild.
Yeah, one card, $2,000, and it's like a card that came out like 7 years ago. Like it's not even like an ancient card.
Jeez.
Yeah, it's just really pretty. But overall, it's good to play Magic. It's fun. But price-wise, still your best game is Star Wars Unlimited.
Sure.
And then
Jeez.
Pokemon's become
Always.
a stock market. Make that one make sense.
It's become a what? Stock
Stock
market?
market. Yeah, people are using it as investments and like people are selling their 401ks to buy Pokemon cards. No, I'm not kidding. It's fascinating. All right, well that's my report. Steve, do you have a card for us?
What's that card?
I do indeed.
Hooray. Do you want me to go?
We'll go Ruben, then Cole.
Sounds good.
All right. Is this a weekly promo card?
I should have known this. I don't believe so. Hold
I'll
on
wait.
1 second.
Yeah, we'll allow it. We'll allow the Googling.
No,
No? Okay. What set is this from?
this is from set 2.
Ooh, Shadows.
Okay. What traits are on this card?
It has one trait, Plan.
One trait. I'm sorry, could you say it again? I didn't hear you. Plan?
Plan.
Ah, so it's an event. Okay. What's the cost?
The cost is 4.
Okay. 4 from Shadows. It's Plan. So it's an event.
Plan. All right. What are the aspects?
Command heroism.
What? What?
Yeah. Yeah.
A plan?
It's a plan.
They've got a plan, Arthur.
Plan.
Huh. All right, what question could help us here, Ruben? We've got the colors. We know it's an event.
Y'all have another question?
We know it's from Shadows.
Oh, this is the last question.
I have my last
is the last
question.
one?
Yeah, this is my last
Oh,
question.
okay.
Yeah, his last question, then I get to guess.
Yeah.
I don't know. Do a good one so I can have a good chance of guessing this, man. Please, jeez.
Well, we know it's not prepare for takeoff because that's a 2 cost. What does the art look like, Steve? Can you tell us that? Is that a question you'll allow?
I'll allow it, but I gotta try and be careful because it may give things away. Um, okay, the art is a dinner table, and
Oh,
the
I know what it
characters
is.
in the
Yeah, I know
art
what it is.
are all partaking in
Yeah, I know
food
what it
in.
is.
Wait,
Okay.
wait. What were you saying, Steve? Like dinner
The
table? What
characters,
else?
yeah, dinner is a food spread. All the characters are in there. Looks like they're eating and talking and drinking, probably.
I don't know this stuff, man.
Looks
God.
like
Okay.
there's a turkey on the table, which is kind of funny to me.
I think it's a womp rat, but yes.
Uh, I don't know, man. I have no idea.
It's. Can I say?
Yeah, go ahead.
It's rule with respect, right, Steve?
That is correct. It is
Yeah.
rule with a card that I don't think anybody ever played.
No, it's not useful. It's one of those legendaries that you pull and go, oh boy! It's technically a hit. It's
So you're telling me I can get punched in the face by all this stuff, and then hopefully I have something left, and then I don't get rid of those things that punch me in the face. I just temporarily get rid of them until they're dead.
well, that
Man,
was yeah.
Awful.
33 episodes, and I've won maybe once or twice. That's some pretty good odds, guys.
Never tell me the odds.
I tell you what, if I had to play this game by myself, I'd probably still lose. So.
No, you got this. All right. Well, we wanted to thank you all for letting us into your home and having conversations with us, and we hope you have a good evening now. Bye-bye now.
Bye, guys.